Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm here with my lovely girlfriend,
Hello,
Alyssa.
everyone.
We're gonna roast some tracks today together. Welcome, Kipper Skip. Welcome, Juan. Welcome, Who. All right. So first track is Swim 34 with Annihilation. Let's do it. Oh gosh. No audio. Hold up. No audio? What the fuck? Alright, let me fix this real quick. Jesus Christ. Alright, here we go. Let's try that again. Thank you.
that song is just
Yeah,
very
it's
loud.
I think it's very loud. Okay, so that was Swim 34 with Annihilation. What'd you think, babe?
Go ahead.
Um,
They're not here to listen to me. They're here to listen to you.
Well, we all value your opinion very much,
I
honey.
don't know. Go ahead.
So it's clearly dubstep Wumpus banger. Solid sound design, very loud, appropriate for the genre. Decent arrangement. You know, all the chords that you had were in key. All the sounds I felt were appropriate. Main thing that wasn't really working for me is that it's just so goddamn slow. Not only in BPM but also in pace. Right? It takes quite some time for us to get to these Wumpus drops, and once you do get there, it's like blah, psh, blah, psh, and it just it's not it's heavy, but it's not super aggressive. Okay, looks like my girlfriend is gonna type something on my behalf.
Oh, no, go ahead. No.
Oh, okay.
Can you add people?
Yeah, you can add people. So you just do at.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, just felt like it was the pace of the whole shebang was quite slow. You know, the goal is to get us to go hard in the club with all our Wumpus friends. So that's my 2 cents. What do you think, babe?
Yeah. You said what I was thinking.
Sick. Let's see what other people are saying. Better, but you're still mildly quiet. Okay, so we could probably turn ourselves up a little bit more. Shit. Okay. Honestly, if they sped it up like 10, 20 BPM, it'd be pretty good.
20 would be pretty significant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's alright. That sound is just loud as fuck. Okay. It's good, but too long. Okay. Nice sound design. A bit plain, though. I thought your girlfriend was your right hand. Oh, honey. I'm very happy with my girlfriend not being my right hand anymore. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going. We have Moon Juice with 180 Allura demo. First off, let me go ahead and make sure that I give this a nice big old yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Swim. Let's keep going. Now we're getting the lo-fi, of course. So I gotta turn up my volume real quick. One second. Oh, here we go.
Siamo in giro in macchina, 180 all'ora, poi più forte ancora, mi scordo di che ora è. Noi ci immaginiamo là, tante Coca-Cola, spiaggia blu e lenzuola, nuoto nudo insieme a te. Nuoto nudo assieme a te, tu sei nuda come me, io ti abbraccio ma poi lo sai ben che succede. Muovi le tue onde mentre nuoti ad ovest, poi puntando al nord ci ritroviamo ad est. Non si sa il perché, no, non si sa perché. Vorrei che non finisse mai. Oh no.
What is this, guys?
Lontani dagli stessi guai che ci hanno avvicinato e che continuano a farlo. Non te lo chiedo come stai. Oh mai, capisco da quello che fai ciò che provi e ciò che stai pensando. So che pensi di partire via da qui, quindi accendo e poi
Italian.
un po'. Siamo in giro in macchina, 180 all'ora, poi più forte ancora, mi scordo di che ora è. Noi ci immaginiamo là, plante Coca-Cola, spiaggia blu e lenzuola, nuoto nudo insieme a te.
It's in English, you idiots. I was gonna guess
I was gonna guess Portuguese as well. Yeah.
Sai che voglio i soldi per poter fare tutto quello che voglio, yeah. Sai che c'era un mare dalla riva, inciampai sull'unico scoglio, era l'orgoglio. Non capisco mai perché ho la testa che non penso, pensa troppo, pensa troppo, yeah. Ma so bene che quando sei qui di fianco a me tutto va meglio ed è ciò che voglio. Siamo in giro in macchina 180 all'ora, poi più forte ancora, mi scordo di che ora.
Pixelwax's Twitter?
Noi ci immaginiamo là,
What was it?
Coca-Cola,
Pixelwax, what did you post?
spiaggia
What did you
blu
post this?
lenzuola, nuoto nudo insieme a te,
Cleaning. The fuck? Russian, obviously. Русский, конечно. Well, that's like, of course. It's not obviously.
Of course.
I don't know how to say obviously. Obviously. Okay, so that was 180 Allure Demo by Moon Juice, the latest Portuguese Korean sensation out of Soviet Russia.
Amazing.
Amazing. What do you think of this track, babe?
That's good. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Good energy, good flow, good bounce.
Yeah, I felt it was very well produced, super clean, you know, nice guitar, good vocal performance. Felt a little long for me. Felt also a little bit flat in terms of energy. Maybe you could differentiate the choruses a little bit more by doing the vocal harmonies there. Or maybe adding some like lush strings or some shit. Maybe layering the guitars. Probably could shave a whole minute off this track and it would still function quite nicely. But all in all, quite solid. Very, very sweet, luscious Italian man. What's going on here?
It says me me exporting a song and then immediately dragging it into the trash can. Pixelwax, you're funny.
Sick. All right. Cool. The lyrics are a bit cringe. Yeah, it would be nice to really know what the lyrics are about. Kinda sick. Needed some variation in the instrument, says Robert. Very well produced, but some more variation on the guitar would be helpful. Yes, agree. Horns, some sexy sax man, I think would be quite appropriate. Ты чё, ребят, русский, что ли?
Is that how you say it?
He's asking me if I'm Russian.
Oh.
Not really. Yeah. Pro tip: everybody follow Pixelwax on Twitter. He has very good content. Abe says needs more cowbell. Good point.
Are people generally here to interact with you when you talk about their song? Like, for example, maybe they played the instruments versus maybe they got it, from a pack or something.
You know, sometimes I'm lucky and the person is here and he can answer the questions, but most of the time they don't. They're not here. They don't show up. Which is sometimes better if it's a really bad song and then I don't have to roast it in front of their faces. Yeah, most of the time that's not a problem. Okay. Sick. I think their lyrics are not cringe at all. Good pop, but not too cheesy. Agree on shaving 1 minute off and manage energy, but I loved it. Pixelwax says, don't follow me. I'm trash.
Disagree.
Okay. Your girl is hot. I agree.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep last night. It was hot.
Really?
Climate change.
Climate change, guys.
It was too hot.
We're all fucked. Anyways, next up we have Constantine with ARP 2500 Final. Indeed, your girl is lovely. How a geek like you met her. Just kidding. Much love to you.
I met you.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
What did people say? What? Sick. So that was ARP 2500 Final with Constantine. Okay, babe, what'd you think?
She was dense.
Dense. Okay.
What do you think about like the sidechain compression, for example? It sounded like to me it was only on some of the tracks, maybe not all of them, so it wasn't like real clean.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
No.
Honestly,
Okay.
I didn't notice it. I think you could. I mean, go on.
It just seemed like very densely packed to me,
Mm-hmm.
and that might have given it a little bit more space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt like the drums weren't quite punching through. Also, they seemed quite static, right? I mean, the energy of the level of the tracks kind of flattened out by, say, like a minute in, so 30 seconds in. So if I just play from here and then switch over to this, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, just like a little bit louder, right? So, and a whole, minute and a half, 2 minutes passed. So we sort of need a little bit more movement there. I mean, I get not every track has to be, sick dubstep banger like we heard with Annihilation, but just a little bit of change in energy I think would be really nice. I like the sort of old school vibe, with the sort of vintage synths and the redux on everything, kind of vaguely 8-bit quality to it, which is nice. But once again, same thing that I've been saying over and over again. I think just the change in energy could be a little bit more pronounced, more variation, more musical information, maybe more sidechain on the, on the drums, like Alyssa said, just to sort of have the kick and snare punch through the mix a little bit more because they do feel a little bit flat. Question: how do I get my girlfriend to understand sidechaining?
Put sidechain compression on a track and then bounce the audio so that you can see the difference in the waveform.
Very smart.
If that was a serious question.
Is this place for boogie or boogie not allowed?
Oh, we boogie.
Boogie. Bring that boogie. Yeah, this dude made this from all ARP sounds. That's crazy. Definitely killed it with what you were working with. Yeah, that's impressive for sure. I mean, I didn't know that going into the track, right? I assumed that it was all like soft synths. But yeah, definitely more impressive with that knowledge. Mix is not fully on point. I agree. Drums were actually white noise and square waves with an envelope. We couldn't use any non-ARP sounds. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
I thought
this
it
is
was
like
just
a.
super processed drums.
I see.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool, man.
White noises.
Is this like a project for school or like I don't know, like a remix contest or some shit? Anyways,
Or just the Lord told
Yeah.
him he was forbidden.
Still too slow. Love the sound design and all the elements though. Yeah, some 16-bit 1985 Night Ride shizzle for sure. You are way too normal. Have to be more sarcastic. Okay. I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry.
No, you have to apologize sarcastically.
I'm so sorry. I tried my best. Okay. Next up, we have Refario with first song made on UPC Tester 2 Wave. Here we go.
That H&M, that bass you hear in songs that like H&M.
Fuck yeah. Shit. I'll buy myself a $20 skirt. Come on, bro. Don't end it like that. Give me some fade out or at least something, please. My shopping experience at H&M was rudely cut off. I still had so much more money to spend on fucking skirts.
Oh no.
Oh, God. All right, so what do you think, babe?
Oh my god, the people making drag comments.
What's the drag comment? I didn't...
Oh, just saying. Isn't Sissy that's a RuPaul song, right?
Is it?
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so what is it? Okay, H&M, sort of very clean, housey, not too offensive, but also somewhat energetic type beat. Good for department stores and other shopping experiences. Very clean mix, good sound selection, everything's in key. Oh shit, my girlfriend just pulled up the RuPaul Spotify. I've yet to hear a single RuPaul song, fortunately.
Oh my god,
This is
I'm crying.
Unfortunately, that's should get RuPaul on the stream. Oh my god. Yeah, so I mean, all the sounds worked well. Very clean mix. Compositionally solid. I mean, it's clearly just an idea, right? It's only a minute and a half. Could have totally fleshed this out into something like another minute or minute and a half or so. I mean, it does feel a little generic, but perhaps that could be the goal here. You're trying to sell this to H&M or Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack.
You're rude as hell.
What do you think, babe?
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I think the sounds were fine for what was going on. I think the kick was a little clicky.
Good
A
point.
little bit of fade in
For sure.
or something.
Lack of reverb, maybe, says technician. Perhaps.
On what? Everything?
On everything. This
Just
is
on the
a
master.
little bit dry. Yeah, on the master. Get a little reverb on that snare. He's got a little bit of reverb on the snare, but I mean, it's just kind of a generic snare sound. That's the thing. All the sounds are kind of preset-y, so the whole song feels sort of preset-y. But anyways, let's see what we got here. Sounds a bit like a Space Invader song. I mean, I would like to have songs in stores. RuPaul reference, thank you. Doesn't it need to have a pop singer sample to be shot music? Yeah, that could definitely help. Music to snort cocaine to. I don't think so. I don't think this is that. Okay, my balls are so blue, says Pixel. Jesus. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. Thank you, Rafario. Next up, we have Morning Loners track with It's Not Your Fault. Okay, this is going to be some sad core anime shit.
You see this? Holy shit. It's not your fault. Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
Damn. That is some oh shit. Guess this could still work out the mall.
Only when? Where? Cinnabon.
Cinnabon, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's a little too sleepy for me to want to spend money for this.
Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
It's lo-fi, no big surprise.
It's not your fault.
Pixel Mike says, I've never heard a song like this before, especially with the movie quote in the beginning.
We're breaking new ground here.
Yeah, this is some fucking next level shit.
I know. It's not your fault. Alright? It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
I think I want to play the song and the rest of them won't play it.
The whole thing or just
Not your
that
Don't fuck with me, alright? Don't fuck with me, Sean. Not you. It's not your fault.
wanted if you want.
Okay, we'll just play that section. It's toxic masculinity. Oh, jeez. Slapper. Good old-fashioned slapper, eh? Well, I'll play a slapper later. We got a few more tracks to roast, I think. How are we doing on time? Started at like 11:30. Cool. So that was Yavu's Top Sever with It's Not Your Fault. What'd you think, babe?
I think the drums were maybe a little over-processed, and I think it just needed more like movement, more swing on the drums, maybe some like warble, just whatever the lo-fi kids are doing.
Yeah, I think the drums are probably too lo-fi. You know, I think you cut out too much of the low end, too much of the high end, so it just sounds like it's coming through like a 40s radio speaker or some shit. And then it's kind of strange because you can sort of hear strings in the background that are not run through this processing. So you have this sort of really wide strings that are quite quiet, and then this sort of really lo-fi drums in the middle. And just kind of a strange effect. Elevator music plus movie quote. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it, right? I'm all for lo-fi and sort of sticking to a particular genre and going with the tropes there. But nothing wrong with having a little bit more balls, right? So just open up those drums, make them really punch through. You could still maintain the lo-fi feel and the nice, jazzy chords and all that fun stuff. But give us something more to work with here. That's my 2 cents. Needs a pad. That villain says needs a pad that will sometimes take the lead. In my opinion, yeah, maybe. Sounds a bit too boring. Brings nothing to the table. Very bleak. Yikes. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily disagree. Bofa says, does your girlfriend produce music too?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
I think what this person David is saying, for now, I could see that. Like, again, if this person was here, you could ask, is this in progress? What stage is this at? I think
For
if you
sure.
just add a couple things here and there, it could really make a difference.
Yeah, I think, it's not something that you should totally throw away and scrap. I think
Yeah.
there's room for improvement here. It's just, you're right. Right now, it's kind of very much in the early stages, it feels. Cool. Let's keep going. Takyon track with Beep Boop Scatterly Doop Bop. All right. That's what I'm going to name every song off my album.
No.
Skippy Boop, that's track 1. Boop Bop, that's track 2. Skippity Deep Beep, that's track 3. More lo-fi, here we go. Free credit report with mustard.
Ew.
Oh, fuck. There we go. Oh, did it just pan left for you? Did it just pan hard left for you? Yeah. There we go. Killer shots with Kirby type beat. Yeah, I fucking agree. Some anime vocals would make this better. I strongly disagree. Strongly fucking disagree. Okay, so that was Dioza with Beep Boop Scatter Doo Bop. Featured on freecreditreport.com with Pisman's Mustard. Okay. Shit. Okay, what'd you think, bud?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, really solid track. Sounds pretty much exactly the same as Snail's House. Do you know what Snail's House is, babe? It's basically exactly this. I don't know if you guys have heard of Snail's House, but I think he's kind of one of the pioneers of this really cute, kind of jazzy, really bright synth genre, whatever you call it. So in terms of going for that, I think the sounds it used were great. Really solid mix. Chord progressions and soloing were all very appropriate, very kawaii. Feels a little empty in some parts. So, for example, that kind of hard pan strangle on the left side feels a little cheap. I don't think you necessarily need that. Oh. Sorry, that was playing with my bad. Drums are great here. pace could be a little faster. Like, this section feels a little empty. And then we go to the drop. Right, man. That's all pretty solid. Skipping ahead. More soloing. This part right here, that felt a little out of place. I think it just might be the LFO pace, like you're doing sort of a triplet grid and then switching over. So it sounds a little off kilter, maybe also a little too future bassy for maybe what the genre is going for. I appreciate though that you did try to end with a bang and sort of reward the listener for getting to the end of the track. So that's good. I'm just not sure if it's that particular sound or LFO rate that would do the trick. What do you think, babe?
You don't like when he gets down on the LFO rate?
Um,
I think it's a little... If I was just listening to this, it would... I don't catch my attention... Not catch my attention, but it would... I would say, whoa, where did that come from?
right.
What am I trying to say?
I think you're trying to say it's a little out of place.
A little bit. I like the intention behind it.
For
Trying to
sure.
bring in something different.
Yeah, me too. Let's see what people are saying. What do you think, babe? What a Chad move.
Yeah, shut up, Brad. Ask me for my opinion, trying to include me. How rude. So alpha.
So, I mean, asking for your opinion is, I don't know, it's pretty beta, babe.
Oh my God.
I don't know if the guys at the frat are going to improve. I went to Santa Barbara. Okay.
Did you ever consider joining a frat?
No,
Not
fuck
even
no.
for 1 second?
Not even for 1 second.
No.
They wouldn't allow me.
Why?
I'm not cool enough.
They're not cool enough.
What are you talking about? Babe? Frat guys are the coolest people on earth.
They're probably continuing to be cool in... Never mind.
Yeah, they probably work at AEG now.
Oh.
Is
that rude?
In rehab is
Never,
what he
I
said.
didn't... No, I didn't know. I'm sorry, that was mean.
Oh, God. Yeah. Chad in rehab is crying right now.
No.
Okay. Okay. Can turn the LFO instead into percussive leads to vary the sound. Maybe, yeah. Make it drop differently. It's a good idea. A bit like a demo from an old Casio keyboard. It's a little bit more hi-fi, I think. It's like Snail's House demo mode. Yeah. Needs more layers for a Snail's House, I feel. Yeah, I think it does feel a little empty at times. Snail's House has way more energy. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more energy could be used here. Great track, but I think the highs are too harsh, especially in the shaker. Yeah, that's definitely something that I noticed. Sounds like an Animal Crossing track.
Oh my God, who wants to play Animal Crossing with me?
Let's play Animal Crossing,
Oh my
guys.
God.
First live stream I'm watching of you because I didn't believe you have a girlfriend. Wow. You're doing wonders for my numbers, babe.
Wonders for the numbers. Amazing.
That's great.
You could follow me on Venmo, PayPal. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay. R&B Christmas, Mario time, future bass time. Yeah, I could see that.
Cute.
Makes me think of Pusher garnished with some Maxo. Okay, yeah. Maxo's another producer who makes pretty similar stuff. Would you add more ARP to fill the empty space of drum rolls? Maybe, yeah. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I think this is really solid. I think you could develop this a little bit more, maybe tone down the highs a little bit. Of course, just check out a couple Snail's House tracks if you haven't already to get more inspiration there, but I think you did a really solid job. Okay, let's do a couple more. Chromatic with Coronda. Let's hear it. Lo-fi?
Sounds like the intro to one of your songs.
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Green Carrot's a good reference for the last one. Is Uncle Joe actually Joe I hope not.
When I die, when I die, when I die, when I die, fuck it. I wanna go to hell.
Cool. That was Chromatic with Coronda. What'd you think, babe?
This.
Oh,
How do I make it come back?
yep. Oh, press play again. Sorry, SoundCloud is super fun.
I thought here that the song could have ended,
Yeah.
and then it kind of went back to what it was doing before, and I thought it was just going to continue repeating, and then it went into the new section. I think that like 20 seconds between like 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 20 seconds could maybe be cut out. Just go straight into the new.
Yeah.
Instead of repeating with the vocal. The vocal's kind of jarring.
Yeah, the vocal's definitely jarring, although I appreciate the attempt to change up the energy because the energy is quite low at the beginning, which is appropriate. You know, it's got that sort of woozy, lo-fi, final crackle, head knocker situation. And then you try to trap it up, which I appreciate, once again, the intent behind, because I'm all for a good trap banger. But I think when you do trap it up, you could do a little bit more in the drums to change the energy up. I think the track could use a more dramatic switch there. So when is the trap shit first come on? There we go. So right here, I think you could do a little bit more with the drums and sort of the track generally speaking to sort of differentiate that section a little bit more. It doesn't really feel like the track has changed enough, you know, to sort of really create that raise in energy. So for example, you could use a harder trap snare, get some trap hats going, maybe switch up the drum pattern, maybe add a fat 808, drop everything else out and just kind of do a hard switch into a new section. Because I think without that, the track definitely feels a little long, also feels a little bit flat in terms of energy. That being said, very cool atmosphere that you've created. Really nice lush pads in the background. Tasteful vinyl. What do you think, babe?
What do you think about the low end?
It's fine, man. Too much?
I don't know. Do you think it's too wide? Or too,
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's a good point.
do you think it needs to be like cleaned up a little bit? To me, I don't know.
It is a little distorted, just a little bit wide, but
Do you like that?
I like that. I like the wide 808. I think the 808 could become more active and more star of the show in your trap shit. I think that could be another thing to do to raise the energy. Yeah, let's see what people are saying. Technician says, I'd pitch down the vocals and make them more filtered and more quiet or remove them. I don't think they're necessary. Vocals are sick, just a little too loud in the mix. I really like the tambourine on the bottom left. I like the obnoxious vocals. Changing it is a good idea. Very sick, but unfortunately those vocals are too loud. Producer knows what he's aiming for. The transition from lo-fi to more of a modern future garage sound is great. Coronavirus. Not enough bass in the trap parts, I agree. When the vocals come in, I feel like the track becomes too bloated. Compression would do well there. Okay. Really good breakdown and climax. Hella good mixing. Not sure the trap parts work. Yeah. So, once again, I like the sentiment behind introducing the trap parts, just the execution can use a little bit more nuance. But here's a big ol' yes. Sick. Babe, how many more do you want to do? Do you want to switch over to them roasting my track now?
It's your stream.
Fuck it, let's do it. So I have a track, and I'm finishing up mixing my album, my stupid ass album, and I've been really struggling with this lead in this one part of my song. I got super butthurt this morning because my girlfriend says it was still bad.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said it's still not great, and I've spent a lot of time, trying to change it up, and I don't really know what the problem is. So
You think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
I don't love it.
Yeah, I think
ultimately it's up to you.
right, but I guess I'm just curious to see what the good people of the universe think, because I've heard this track so many times, so I'm more inclined to sort of trust my girlfriend on this because I trust your opinion. But also
Maybe you shouldn't.
maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. All right. So get your lighters ready and your propane tanks. Oh, here we go.
Good luck.
Yep. Okay. So should I play the whole track or should I play just the section? I'm just going to play the section, I think. Let me change the output device. Hopefully my computer won't just die while this is playing. Alright, here we go. I'm going to play with the new lead. I just switched it out. Or should I play with the old lead first? What do you think?
Do it with the one that you made that you
Yeah,
like.
okay. Alright. So hopefully you guys can hear that. I'll max up the... Saying the whole track. Should I play the whole track?
It's up to you. You don't need it. Just play this part first.
Yeah. So the lead's about to come in. Anyways, so that's kind of my version of the lead, and then I just switched it out with this other sound. So let's see if you guys like it better.
Just run up and down the chromatic scale.
Okay. So what did you guys think? Was that better, or
It's not mixed, by the way, to everybody who's saying about like frequency ranges and stuff. It's not mixed, right?
no? It's mixed.
It is?
Yeah, it's
Then
mixed.
why are you still working on the composition? Not the composition, but the...
Because I came to the mix and I needed to change this, I guess. Let's see here. Piano. Okay, first lead is better. New lead is better. Yeah, too much reverb. First one. Bit too chromatic. First one. Let's see. First one. Square feels fuller and nicer. Second one. Shit, we're pretty
The
split.
melody is very spicy. He wants to show off his chops.
Well,
He works very hard.
Let's maybe
It's spicy.
maybe we need to make it less spicy. I don't know. Maybe people are it's too much to rush on this shit. Okay, get rid of this. These two notes.
Maybe leave that one in, maybe. Try it.
Here, let me just before you fight with it too much. Let me I'm gonna play the first one again. And we're gonna see if we like the first one more. And if we don't like it more, we'll just edit the MIDI. So here's once again the first one. Crank up the volume. So once again, this is the first lead. Okay, and then once again, this is the new lead. Yeah, I'll just hit that. Says, Pixel Wax says, second lead for me, man. Let's see here. The first one is hidden in the rest of your sense. Good point.
Mm.
Harpsichord has a nice timbre. The square reads easier. Guy says, first one is better. Not as jarring as the square sound. Let's see here. Second lead depth sounds better now. Changed my mind. The second one is better. Jesus Christ, I don't know.
Do you love either of them?
I honestly don't know. I mean, we could scrap it and it'd just be nothing, but then I think
No.
there needs to be something there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the solution is.
Do you want to play a little bit more of the rest of the song? This is like a second section to the
Yeah.
song, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's play the first half, and you guys tell me what you think. All right. Let's see here. What did Pixelax? What do you think? Do you think this lead works better than the other one?
We trust you.
We trust you. I don't trust anybody else here.
People are here having opinions.
After hearing the whole song, I feel like this lead is better. Are you talking about the one that I'm playing right now? Yeah.
What's the first one and what's the second one?
This is the first one. This is the second one. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to this one, babe.
People were talking about bringing in a lead from the beginning and do like a sort of variation on that.
I tried that.
Which one.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What if you mix the two leads? Let's try that. Did I break the rear then? I might have. Yeah. Maybe something like that. I can take down the reverb on this. Just a little bit. Put it down on. Time. Yeah, I think that's fine. What do you think, Dad? What do you
Let's
think?
put it down for now
Okay.
and listen to it later.
Alright. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
On Insane Beat Bro. What does that say?
Insane Beat Bro FSK Mixdown parentheses. Insane Beat Bro FSK Mixdown parentheses. Insane. Alright. Cool.
It's 4 a.m. Go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed, man. This isn't worth it. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to change the composition or anything else. Thank you, Pixel. Yeah, I appreciate it. Cool.
Yay.
Say thank you so much, guys. Um, yeah, yeah. Everything else on the track, I think, is fine. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and yeah, I think we should be done. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
End the live stream. Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
I can talk to you.
Where
Plug
they can
your
talk to
shit.
you? Oh, well, you can just talk to me on the Discord, and on Twitter and YouTube.
At Underbay.
Yeah, Twitter. My Twitter name is Underbelly, but the L's are I's because Underbelly was taken. But yeah, everybody who submitted, thank you so much for submitting. Appreciate it. Everybody who gave feedback, thank you so much for giving feedback. Thank you for giving feedback on my song. I'm releasing a single on March 22nd, so get stoked for that. Album coming out in April. So yeah, cool guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.